Good evening, I am Budhurima Datta, Zoology and Biology Educational Content Creator. Now's content for class 11, Cbse, Icse, all boards and also Neet aspirant students. Unit 2, Structural Organization in Plants and Animals, Chapter 7, Structural Organization in Animals. And today I will discuss about the compound epithelium tissue. From the next week, I also start the class of 11 and 12 of West Bengal Board semester system subject biology. What is the compound epithelium tissue? It consists of more than one layer of the cells. That is, this is called multi-layered epithelium tissue. The cells of the deepest layer rest on the basement membrane. The compound epithelium is present where protection for underlying tissue against mechanical, chemical or osmotic stresses is required. It has a limited role in the secretion and absorption. Compound epithelium is of two major types, namely stratified epithelium and transitional epithelium. Next, based on the process of releasing their secretion, there are three type glands: merocrine glands, apocrine glands and holocrine glands. What is the merocrine glands? They are cell secretion discharged by exocytosis and there are no loss of entire cell or its parts, example goblet cells, salivary glands, etc. Apocrine glands, the apical part of the cells carrying the secretion and breaking off as discharge. Apical part of the cell is lost, example mammary gland. Holocrine gland, the entire cell is filled with its secretion and is discharged. Entire cell is lost, an example is sebaceous glands. Next, compound epithelium tissue. These are two types, stratified epithelium and transitional epithelium. At first, we will know about the stratified epithelium tissue. Their epithelial cells are arranged in many layers, mostly columnar cells or cuboidal cells are present in the deepest layer and classified into four types of based on the shape of the cell in the superficial layer. Their four types are: first is stratified squamous epithelium. The cells of the deepest layer divide mitotically to form new cells. First is keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. The superficial cells lose their cytoplasm and waterproof. Example, epidermis of human skin. And non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, the superficial cells do not have keratin deposition and thus are not waterproof. They provide moderate protection. Example, epithelium of buccal cavity, tongue, pharynx, vocal cords, esophagus, lower parts of the urethra, cervix, vagina, conjunctiva, cornea of the eye, middle part of the anal canal. Next type is stratified cuboidal epithelium. Their superficial cells are cuboidal in shape, example lining of the inner surface of the large salivary and pancreatic duct and duct of the sweat glands. Next type is stratified columnar epithelium. Their superficial cells are columnar in the shape, example lining of the epiglottis, ducts of the mammary glands and parts of the urethra. Next type is stratified ciliated columnar epithelium cells. Superficial columnar cells have cilia, example lining of larynx and upper parts of the soft palate. Next, transitional epithelium. These epithelium cells are arranged in 4 to 6 layers. It does not have a basement membrane and cells of the deepest layer are cuboidal or columnar and cells of the middle layer are pear-shaped. Cells of the superficial layer are large and globular and it has the ability to stretch without undergoing any damage. It does not bear cilia and it is found in renal calyces, renal pelvis, ureters, urinary bladder and parts of the urethra. Next, I will discuss about the connective tissue. At first, I will discuss about the structural characteristics of the connective tissue. First is mesodermal origin. It originates from the embryonic mesoderm Next, extracellular matrix. Cells are widely spaced and embedded in a non-living ground substances matrix made of modified polysaccharide, that is mucopolysaccharides. Next, fibers present in the connective tissue. Except for blood cells, cells secrete structural protein fibers. That is first collagen fibers. It is a white fibers providing tensile strength. And next is elastin fiber. That is yellow fibers providing elasticity and flexibility. Next character is vascularization. It is highly vascularized, receiving rich blood supply, except cartilage, which is avascular. Next, classification of the connective tissue. There are 4 types. First is loose connective tissue. Cells and fibers are loosely arranged in a semi-fluid matrix. Loose connective tissue are 2 types, areolar tissue and adipose tissue. Present beneath the skin serves as a support framework for epithelium, and adipose tissue located mainly beneath the skin, specialized to store fats. Next, dense connective tissue. Fibers and fibroblasts are compactly packed. Dense regular and dense irregular is the 2 types of the dense connective tissue. That is the parallel collagen bundles is the dense regular tissue, example tendons, and dense irregular tissue are fibers oriented randomly present in the skin. Specialized connective tissue. Their cartilage, bone and blood. Cartilage is solid pliable matrix, that is chondrocytes enclosed in the small cavities. Bone, that is the hard non-pliable matrix rich in calcium, salts and collagen osteocytes. And blood, this is the fluid matrix containing RBC, WBC and platelets and lack of structural fiber. And in the next classes I will discuss about the elaborate of this connective tissue. Now the topic has ended. Please subscribe my YouTube channel Biogenesis by Madhurima for all video of the class 11, 12 and graduation and masters. Thank you everyone.